Okay, so we are looking at difference of two squares, and that's because we can look at, if I took and multiply out the brackets like FOIL, we would see the two main terms. The first would give me x squared, and the last would give me negative y squared. But let's look at the middle ones. The inner, positive xy. The outer, oops, I spelled y wrong, negative xy. And then that last term will give me negative y squared. It's a bit messy. Cover them up because they cancel out. We find out that x squared plus y squared times, start that again. We find that x plus y multiplied by x take y gives me x squared take away y squared. The premise of difference of two squares is to work back from that. So if we look at the example below, the first difference of two squares, I think you know where that's going to go, because it's always going to be, and it doesn't matter if you use that bracket first or that bracket first. So I'm always going to start with a positive just because I do. If you want to use this bracket first each time, it's still right as long as you've got both brackets. So x squared plus y squared, first term plus the second term, multiplied by first term, take away the second term. That's all there is to it. We just need to make sure that that's the squared term and that's the squared term. The challenge is usually in making sure that they are both square terms. So look at this one. It's not written as a square term, although you know 4 is a squared. So the first thing you need to do is to say that that is g squared take away 2 squared, because that's how you write 4 as something squared. And then it's just first term plus the second term. Accept the risk there. Multiply by first term, take away the second term. That's all there is to that. So that is us doing our difference of two squares. Slightly complicated version coming up. And two slightly complicated versions. This one, that's obvious. But this one has to be something all squared. 16 is 4 times 4, and v is v times v. So to get 16v squared, it's actually 4v all squared. So it's t plus 4v multiplied by t take away 4v. That's kind of getting to exam level quality. The other party trick which they throw at you, as you can see, is p squared take away 1. It's a magic trick which I don't like, but we must know that 1 is the same as 1 times 1, or 1 times 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 1. So actually, where I see p squared take away 1, I know I'm allowed to say p squared take away 1 squared, therefore putting it in a difference of two squares. So this becomes first term plus the second term, multiplied by first term, take away the second term. I'm going to look at some slightly more complicated ones in the next video. I feel like I should be follow me on YouTube or something, but that would be really crass. Just make sure you understand this one before you look at the second one.